don't know about you, but I like watching favourites videos. I like to know what people have been really drawn to during that month, like what plant they've been looking at the most, what they've been checking in on, and what things they've loved using that month. And that's what we're going to do today. Hello, welcome back. My name's Amy, if we've never met before, and this is Perky Plants. Welcome. Today I am doing a August favourites video, so I'm going to show you all of the planty related things that I've really been enjoying in August, and also some of my favourite plants that I've been enjoying. How many have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 plants to show you, and I've got 1, 2, 3 items. Well, 4 planty related things to show you. Let's get to it. So I'm going to start with the planty related products. So not plants, just the things I've really been enjoying using this month. So the first one is my glass watering can. What can I say? It's just beautiful. I did accidentally leave some water in it with some fertilizer in there, so it's got a ring around it which I need to clean off. But it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I got this. I'm sorry, my rings are clacking on it. I got this maybe a month ago now. I think it's probably about a month ago now, and I just love it. I've had a few watering cans over the years, and they've just never been right. Like, I really like the way this one looks. I like how much water it can hold, and I like how it pours as well. I think that's really important. So yeah, my first one was my glass watering can. This was from H&M. I did get it in the sale. I don't know if it's still available. If it is, I will link it down below, but I don't think it is. Sorry. But yeah, first August favourite that I've been loving. So the next one is, so if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen the glass watering can, and you'll have also seen, the next 2 items as well. The next one is my Tovia, maybe that's how you say it. I don't know, but it's a sprayer. It's a fine mist, like continual sprayer. So the on buttons here, which it is a bit sensitive, so you've got to be careful. Like when you pick it up, if you have your hand on it, it's gonna go on. But it's just a continual mist. You can put like fertilizer in there for like a foliar spray. You can put, at the moment I've got some SB invigorator in there, so it just kind of helps reduce pests. I don't think I'm not gonna say it, but I've got some SB invigorator in here at the moment. I'll show you quickly. No idea if you can see that. It's a really fine mist. It does coat everything, but I use it just to give my plants a foliar feed, and I also like mist my cabinet with it every now and then just to up the humidity, especially when there's some new Antherium leaves growing, which I'll show you in a minute. That's my second favourite. So the third planty related thing that I've really been enjoying throughout August is my great white, I really don't know how to say it, Mycorrhizae? Just call it Myco. Great white Myco. So I only just started using this like right at the end of July, and I've loved the results I've been seeing so far. I'll talk a little bit more about that when I share one of the plants with you, which if you do follow me on Instagram, you already know what's coming. But yeah, I'm really impressed, and I'm going to continue using this. My aim is to get all of my plants inoculated with this. It hasn't happened yet, but that is the plan. Really enjoying it. Again, I'll have all 3 of those products linked if I can in the description. Onto the plants. So these are, how many did I say there was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 plants that I have been really drawn to throughout August. I've been checking in on regularly, like I've just wanted to check. They're probably ones I've been pampering a little bit more than the others. Yeah, they've just been my favourites. So let's get to the plants. Okay, so the first plant is my Alocasia Micheletziana Maxkowski. I think that's how you say the name, or like the green Frydek. It definitely does have a dying leaf. That's okay, not worried about it. It's currently, this one is the newest leaf. It's kind of, you know, I'm hoping it's going to fill this gap out real nice. It's not completely hardened off, and it's not, I don't think it's made its way to its permanent position yet, but I've really been enjoying this plant, and I've been kind of like having a little look at it several times a day, every day. I just love these dark leaves and the bright white veining. And if you've never felt one in real life, they're a really interesting texture. It's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's not velvet, and it's not even like a suede-y, I don't think, but the back is a different texture again, and I just love the combination. Like, if you've never felt one, like, I really hope you do get the chance to feel one, because they are really unusual leaves, and I just enjoy the shape. I like the kind of ribbing on the cheeks that they get as they get bigger. Just really enjoying it. So that is plant number 1. Right, plant number 2 is my Antherium Dorayaki Silver Blush Hybrid, and I've had this one for a little while. It was much bigger. It was much bigger on this stump. And this is a pup that's grown off of it. I think basically it got dry rot, so I'd underwatered it basically. So the roots had started drying out, and then I realised it was really thirsty, and I gave it a big old drink, and the roots had already dried out, so they just sat in water because they were dead. They were dead roots, so they couldn't suck it up, so they rotted. And so then I was left with a barely rooted stump. But I kept it, I repotted it, and we've had this pup come out. These leaves are just so stunning. This one's still very new and fresh. Look how like silvery they are. They're beautiful, and I love the way it's kind of, I don't know, it's just doing its own thing. It's growing on a wonk. And you can see here there's another pup growing off of the chunk. I'm not really sure what to do, whether to like separate this pup. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. It is developing like its own root system, which is great, but I find myself checking on this one regularly. I'm really just enjoying the weird wonkiness of it. So that's plant number 2. Okay, so the third plant is one that I've had since 2019, September 2019 to be specific. It's not a rare plant, it's a really common one here in the UK. It is my Pothos Enjoy. And I remember when I got it because it was the plant that my husband bought for me the day he proposed. So it's really special. It's always going to be in my collection. It is a sentimental plant, and I have nearly killed it once. Similar to the Dorayaki Silver Blush, underwatering has been my biggest problem. I underwatered it, realised it was really thirsty, gave it a big drink, and just drowned any of the roots that were left. And so I had to chop it all up and reroot it, completely start again. And it's doing really well. I think I realised that maybe, it might have been last year now, kind of maybe October last year. I don't know. It was definitely a slow grower. Like when people say that this is a slow pothos, I know it's not actually a pothos. Let's not get into that. But when people say it's a slow growing pothos, they're not lying. It is quite slow growing. Having said that, look how long this vine is. I'll show you. Pretty long. I'm not sure why compared to all the others. But yeah, I've been really enjoying just watching this one. Let me see if I can find some of my favourite leaves on it. Like I really like this leaf, the very white one, and then down here they kind of get like a little bit more creamy, but with like green speckles in the cream. It looks quite minty. And then these newer ones, I think it's probably light related, but these newer ones on the longer stem are like a creamy colour. I'm just really enjoying it at the moment. And it's really nice to kind of find that joy again in plants that I've had for a while. It's kind of been rekindled, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. So that was my third losing count. Okay. Next in my August favourites might not look particularly exciting to anybody, but I'm really excited by it. It is in this pot. Pause the video now and try and guess what this is. Put it in the comments if you can guess. Bonus points for anybody that gets it. I don't think anyone's going to get it. Here it is up close. Is that focused? That's not focused, is it? There you go. I know it's like in trash, kind of moth. Doesn't look great. This is my Antherium moodianum. What a great name to begin with. But basically I bought this from somebody on Facebook. It was like bigger. There was there 2 leaves or 1 leaf? 3? I can't remember how many leaves it originally had, but it had one kind of left that died off, and I thought the whole stump looked like it was starting to rot, and I was like, oh. But yeah, the whole stump looked like it was beginning to rot, and I basically put it into this tiny little pot in moss under like a close dome thing, and there's 2 pups, but looking at it, I think there's a 3rd one. See if I can get you up close and have a little look. So, you can see, so this kind of little cluster here is, I'm not going to be able to show you, am I? Can I pull that out slightly? There's like 1, 2, and then there's a 3rd one that's popped up here that I hadn't noticed. So that's exciting. So, potentially we'll have 3 Antherium moodianums. I'm not mad about that. I'm quite happy about that. These get like those really cool, they're quite heart-shaped leaves, but when they come out they're like this really kind of burgundy, but maybe like a bit rusty, like it's quite a... If I can find a photo, I'll find a photo of like an emergent leaf on these, because they're really, really beautiful. Yeah, that's been one of my August favourites. I've been checking in on this every single day. I'm very pleased with how it's doing. Okay, so next on my favourites list, this isn't actually my plant. This is from the shops grow tent, but I do stuff with the shops plants every single day, and this is one that I always check up on, especially at the moment because it's putting out a new leaf. So this is the shop's Antherium, no ID, we haven't got an ID for it. Basically it was sent to us as a pure papillolaminum, but we don't think it is. Got no idea what it is, so we've just called it a no ID. This is the, hang on, let me start from the beginning. So this is the oldest leaf. This is the oldest leaf. It is starting to die off, but it's really quite pillowy, very interesting texture. This one was the next one, which I was a bit disappointed to see that it was less kind of pillowy in its texture, but still beautiful. And then this one was the next one. It was so much skinnier than the others, but it has more of a red kind of margin. Very interesting. And then this one, which was like a significant size up. Again, it's kept the red margin. It's got some of the texture, kind of a pillowy texture to it, but yeah, that was that one. And then the previous one to the newest is this one. Again, sized up quite a lot. The veining's starting to kind of show through a bit more now, but it has still got the red margin. See if I can show you kind of the texture up close. It's like a matte suede, maybe. And then this is the newest leaf. They always come in this kind of like peachy red colour. I'm not going to touch it. It has got like a little mark on it here. I'm not really sure when that happened, but I'm not going to touch it. But I do really enjoy watching the leaf change every single day, and I feel like it is going to be bigger than the previous one, so I'm excited about that. It definitely needs a repot, which is something I need to do. I'm always quite wary of like repotting the shops plants, because if somebody buys it, they're going to want it shipped out ASAP, but if it's just been repotted, I'm not going to want to ship it until I know it's settled, and yeah, but I need to just stop putting it off, because, I mean, it's clearly happy enough, it's pushing out new leaves really regularly. It's pushed out like, I think all 3 of the previous ones this year, so it's a pretty fast grower for Antherium. Well, this is definitely one I've been checking in on every single day. It is currently available on the shop, and I will link it down below, because if I can't plug the shop on my own YouTube channel, then where can I? So if you fancy grabbing this one for yourself, I'll have it linked down below. Okay, the final plant, the big finale. I'm sure you've probably guessed, if you know me, either in real life or through Instagram or just from the last couple of YouTube videos, you've probably guessed that it is my Antherium work queenum. My queen Antherium, and the 4th kind of planty thing is glass vessels for potting. Like, just look how good that looks. I'm loving glass vessels for potting. But look at the new leaf. It's doing so well. I cannot wait. I'm literally 10 times a day, probably more, I'm checking on this plant. I am spraying it with the mister quite regularly, because I really, really don't want this leaf to rip. I would like it to be as perfect as it possibly can be. If you've watched my repot Antheriums video with me in no drainage, you'll see that I use the Great White Myco, and honestly, this leaf has popped out. When did I film that? I know I filmed it in July. Probably like the last week of July maybe that I filmed it, and this was like this little growth point here, and I was worried that I disturbed it by repotting it. Clearly not. It was not bothered. I mean, I put it down to the Myco. I'm sure that has helped no end. It's definitely helped it push out loads of new roots into this vessel, and yeah, that leaf is looking pretty perfect right now. I'm sorry, you can't even really see it, can you? Hold it up like this. It has got a little sloth on it. My husband got me this for my birthday. So he's just hanging out, keeping an eye on it too. So yeah, final plan, final favourite for August, and I think if I've got my uploads around the right way, this will be, yeah, it should be the final Wednesday of August. So I've completed my first month as a YouTuber. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this wasn't, I mean, I'll tell my YouTube story in a different video if you're interested in knowing. Yeah, I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really grateful for you being here. Yeah, okay, let's not get sappy. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Do you like seeing favourites videos as well? Let me know. I can do more, maybe not every month, because it probably doesn't change that much. But let me know if you've enjoyed it. Yeah, give it that thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. It does really help the channel. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!